All right, well, this downgrade also is a blow to the Obama administration and Washington's struggle to shore up the U.S. economy. Our Julianna Goldman has the view from the White House. Morning, Julianna.
Morning, Lisa. Well, even though stocks open lower, perhaps one sigh of relief that the White House has this morning is the fact that, as Sarah was just talking about, Treasury yields are down. And one way that you can read that is that the bond market doesn't see the S&P downgrade as particularly credible, and that's the message that the administration had been sounding all weekend. So you see essentially the message from the bond market tracking the message from the Obama administration. They spent a good portion of the last several days really pushing back against S&P, trying to reassure investors that U.S. Treasuries are still the safest investment, and part of that strategy was to discredit the methodology that S&P used and also to highlight what they called the $2 trillion accounting error. Treasury Secretary Tim Geithner very strongly worded last night in an interview with NBC and CNBC. He said that S&P has shown, quote, really terrible judgment, and they've handled themselves very poorly. They've shown a stunning lack of knowledge about basic U.S. fiscal budget math. Now, of course, the broader concerns for the administration is really what impact this is going to have on the overall economy, what it's going to do to uncertainty, the pervasive uncertainty in the U.S. economy. And one way that the administration sought to mitigate that was last night announcing, or yesterday afternoon announcing, that Treasury Secretary Tim Geithner was in fact going to stay on, that he is going to be staying on with this administration through the end of the 2012 election, even though he had told the president that on Friday morning. They made that announcement yesterday afternoon ahead of the open today.